Hello, my fellow citizens of the 7th universe. My name is Player2v, Wish Me Pacific, and welcome to a different type of video that I'm going to be doing for you guys today. Usually, I'm always hopping into these Roblox games, basically playing a game that's already been went out, first looks. Maybe I've done something that I've done for a long time already, but this time around, I decided that I wanted to do something that I normally do, and that is my top 5 most favorite series that I would love to see a Roblox game be made into. Now, before you even watch this video, I want you to take a freaking guess as to the top of the 5 different choices I'm going to pick. I bet you're only going to guess one of them, because even there, I had to even go back into my Crunchyroll queue and just look through all the animes I've watched and see which ones would be fantastic for certain games and which ones would be kind of cool, but also wouldn't work out for a Roblox game. So, I bet you there's only 5 of them that you can there's only 1 out of the 5 that you can actually think of right now. And before I say anything else as well, you have ideas for series that aren't Roblox games that you would like to see, let me know that in the comments below. Also, if you're currently making a game based off of a series that I'm mentioning, let me know that in the comments below, because I probably will go ahead and check that out, because, yeah, this stuff was stuff that I wish would be added as a Roblox game. But anyways, let's get this freaking show on the road. So, the first one, guys, the first one that we are going to be talking about today is a show. Well, personally, I haven't watched particularly a lot, but I played a lot of the mobile game version of it, and that is the Fate series. If you guys don't know, Fate Zero, Fate Stay Night, Fate Grand Order, all that stuff, I believe would be kind of interesting putting into a Roblox game. Why do we say that? It's because the Fate series has a lot of history with a lot of different characters. There's so many different characters. Also, there's a lot of different characters that look exactly the same. I mean, think of how many people have Saber's face, but are different characters altogether. It could be simple just to reskin a bunch of stuff. But anyways, regardless of that, I think it would be really cool just having your own servants and being maybe certain characters of the series be certain styles, Saber class, Archer class, Berserker class. There's a lot of different things that you could actually do that if you wanted to go down the road of making your own character. But what the Fate series offers is basically a cast of characters that could just be added to the game as not like a battle royale, but just a fighting game, just you were able to pick certain characters with certain abilities and have them duking out for each other. Would be kind of cool, I would think. There's a lot of opportunities for it to actually go into a open world, simulator based game as well, to level up certain classes. You can make your own characters. I think it would be kind of interesting. But next up, we're going to go to number 4. Now, number 4 is a series that's currently going on right now. It's currently going live right now, and personally, it's one of my favorite series right now that I think would be really cool to see, and that is the series called Fire Force. If you don't know the series Fire Force is a show that is currently being made by the creators of, the guy who wrote it was also the creator of Soul Eater. If you don't know Soul Eater, I don't know how you... Go check out Soul Eater. It's freaking godforsakingly amazing. But the creator of Soul Eater has made Fire Force, which Fire Force is really freaking cool because there's different types of fire users, different types of, oh my god, there's the different fire sections. God dang it, I can't think of the name right now. But there's a bunch of different fire sections that each of them have their own distinct fire abilities. And a lot of them, too, don't actually use their fire abilities for, just shooting flames everywhere. There's, beautiful, flowers pasted everywhere. There's super different ways that people are portraying fire in this series. So you would think about it, you could have certain types of fire users. Everybody is pretty much a fire user, but think of you can make it into a party system. That's one thing I would think about this game for certain, is that you can make Fire Force into a party game where you're able to play from you up to three other friends and take on certain missions, go through a world as a party, and you're able to take down, certain quests, certain, fetch quests, doing X, Y, and Z. And I think it would be pretty dang cool, to be quite honest. just be able to match up with different types of flames together. Maybe you'd be able to, like, have your flames combined into, like, certain moves. Like if you and a friend had different 2 types of fire moves that work together to make an ultimate move. Don't know how you would do that in Roblox. I mean, I'm not a developer. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I just play games. But I think it would be freaking dang cool to see something like that. So that's my number 4, is Fire Force. And you haven't already, go check it out. It's godforsakenly amazing. Now, number 3 is probably my favorite show currently airing right now. And a lot of people have watched this one, even though at the same time, it's been a little bit like, people don't talk to it nearly as much as it probably should. And number 3 is Demon Slayer. Why do I say Demon Slayer is a game that should be a Roblox one? Well, if you think about it, there is the Demon Corpse and also the actual demons. Like, there's, the stuff that Tanjiro and, oh my god, I can't think of, why can't I say names? I'm so bad when it comes to Japanese names. But, Inosuke and Zensaku, like, all those guys are part of the Demon Slayer Corps, and there's actual other demons as well that they're currently fighting. So basically, think about it. You have your Demon Slayer Corps, and then you have the actual demons themselves that you could play as. Think of it kind of like how the Tokyo Ghoul games are being roamed out. Think of it like, there's the Tokyo Ghoul games where you're able to be the CCG and actually also be a ghoul. Think of it like that you could be a Demon Slayer Corp, or you can actually be a certain demon. There's only been 19 episodes or 20 episodes. 19 or 20 episodes have been released out into the public when it comes to Demon Slayer. But think of just think of all the different abilities that each person has done. There's so many different abilities, different styles. I mean, Tanjiro, is like water style, while Zetsu is all lightning, and Inosuke is all about beast self-taught stuff. Like, there's a lot of different stuff that, like, you could be a nurse. And then also from the demon side of things, each one of them is really freaking unique. Even the ones that, like, were, somewhat similar, but especially the last arc, spoilers, spiders, they all had certain things that went with spiders. Like, there was certain things that, their webs could do that they were very similar. They look similar, but they did way different things. So think about it like that. Like, I think that would be really cool to add something like that. You could have, like, Demon Slayer's corpse versus actual demons, and you could have them so that maybe, like, the demons will actually work with the Demon Slayers as well to do certain quests. Who knows? Think of it as, like, my girl Nezuko. Like, think of it like that. But now, on to the second one. Now, this is the type of game that I have been basically preaching for. And this is the only, I typed in the series, but I kind of meant all the genre altogether for number 2. And I've been searching for it on Roblox for a long freaking time. But it would be super hard to make. So I don't think I ever would see it on Roblox, but I think it would be cool. And that is having a number 2 being something around Gundam and mecha animes. I mean, just think of it, just being able to pilot giant mechs and able to, like, maybe you're able to create your own mech, like, unlock certain abilities, certain, like, parts. There's, like, certain actual Gundam games that Bandai has released that are similar like this, where you can equip certain parts to your mech, so that they're not, all unique. They're all the same. They're super unique. That's what I mean. They all have their own different parts and everything like that. Just think of it like that. You'd be able to go around, have fun with your friends, and just take down. Think of it just like, like 4-on-4 deathmatch where you're trying to fight other mechs. Like, I think that'd be pretty dang cool. I don't think, because it's Roblox does limit you, I don't think having a giant mech game would work out if it was open world. There's just too much, like, bad things that could happen. I mean, if you think about it, like, your character could glitch into a wall and, does, like, the Roblox animation just rolling around. Think of it if you were in a giant mech and doing that. Yeah, that wouldn't be crazy. So it would be limiting you to what you could, like, what you could do. Open world might not be too much. Also, I don't think this particular game will most certainly not work on mobile and console. This is like a PC only game. So it's like, you know, you have to like bump out the servers as much as you can. But think of it just being in a Gundam type series would be really freaking cool, going around with a bunch of mechs and everything. I just think that would be pretty dang dope. Let me know in the comments if you guys would like to see a mecha type Roblox game, because honestly, I've been looking for one. Like, okay, I know I do mostly Dragon Ball stuff and other, like, you know, mainstream anime stuff, but I've been looking for a mecha type game for like 2 years now, and I have not found it. So I really want one. I've been looking for one for so long. I haven't seen it, and I'm a sucker for mechs. So like, I really would love to see a mech game. But you know what? Last but not least, once again, this is another pick that I would say would be kind of like, I just thought of like, you know, this series would be something to describe it as, but this could be multiple different animes can put into this one. And basically, number one, the most number one that I would love to see, which we've seen stuff similar to this, we've seen a lot of stuff similar to this, but not to this regard, is something like a Rise of the Shield Hero. What I mean by that is a Roblox game that's based around isekai. If you guys don't know what isekai is, think of it as, dang, I'm trying to think of, well, Shield Hero is an isekai. I'll give you ideas of isekai. There's Konosuba, Rise of the Shield Hero, Ray Zero, oh god dang it, Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, there's Overlord. Like, you know, it's basically being transported into another world without you wanting to basically be there. Basically, like, you know, you get your will, either if you're like, you know, you die and get reincarnated into this fantasy world, or like, you know, you go do something, you blink, and all of a sudden you're in a fantasy world. That's kind of like how it is. I would like to see something like that in that regard when it comes to a Roblox game. You know, basically having something like this would be super, super roleplay based. Think of it like, you know, you're able to make your own story, and then you were able to say like, oh, how did you get put into this world? Like, what was your story getting into it? And you get to say like, you know, oh, my character, you know, he was just a normal college student, and he was about to, like, you know, go save someone, but had to jump in front of a train. Oh, that jump in front of a train and then pass out, that, and then died doing that. That's really Saga of Tanya the Evil right there. That's literally the premises of that show. Basically like that, and then you're able to be then you were transported into this fantasy world, which basically is kind of like a fantasy world, meaning something like around the regards of Sword Art Online, kind of like that. Like, you know, you're putting it into it's like a game world, but you are not in a game. It just, you know, you can relate it very much to a game. So there's a lot of game elements. So think of it like, you know, is more of a role-play-y, like rogue-based game that's sort of like the Swordburst games. Something like that, you know? Has more creativity to it, has less limitation to it, and, you know, not just like, you know, going from floor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're able to do other things like, you know, able to make clans, able to shop more, craft things, actually make stores, you know, that sort of stuff. I would like to see that. I know Roblox is very limiting to what that kind of stuff is, and I would probably see that more often when it comes to a Minecraft server. Minecraft servers would be more entitled to be kind of like that because there's less limitations when it comes to a Minecraft server. But seeing it in a Roblox game, I think would be pretty dang cool. And I know it's like a lot of people these days just like the easy clickbaity games where, like, you know, you walk in, push, like, you know, your left mouse button, you just kind of go like over and over again on a stick of wood, and all of a sudden you're level 20,000 and you're able to one-shot everybody coming into the server for the first time. I know a lot of people like that kind of game, but I don't. It's really boring. It's really, really not that good of a game. So I thought to myself, like, maybe something that's more roleplay based, but also has, you know, substance to it. It's not strict roleplay, but it's not a strict, like, you know, simulator. It's like everything wrapped up together, and it would just be a very, very quest-giving game. Like I said, for many, like, you know, for a couple of years now, like, you know, the 3-4 years I've been on Roblox, I'm a super, super sucker for when it comes to these quest-giving games where you're able to go from doing quest to quest to quest, level up your character, and you could see the progress of your character. I'm a sucker for those games, and I would love to see one of those in Roblox. And maybe one day I'll get a game like that. And if you're making one of those, you better freaking let me know, because I want to play it. I call first dibs. Don't give it to IB Main or anybody else. Even though I love him to death, don't give it to that's me. I'm the one who gets it. I'm the one who gets access to it first, not Main, because I love Main, though. He's so freaking great. I don't know why I brought up Main. Main was the first person I thought of. Love you, Main, if you watch this video. But anyways, thank you guys again for joining me. If you guys have any ideas for animes that you would love to see as a Roblox game, let me know that in the comments below, because, you know, this is just my opinion. It is entitled to anybody. I really want to see what you guys have to say in the comments below if you have ideas. Like, don't say things like, oh, I want, like, another Dragon Ball game, or I want another Naruto thing. No, like, an anime that you know for a fact is not in Roblox yet. What would you guys like to see in the comments? I'm excited to see what you guys have in store. Maybe we could talk more about this in a future video and just be like, what kind of games would those be? But anyways, guys, I would say thank you guys for joining me once again, and I'll be seeing you later. Take care, guys. Have a great rest of your day. And yeah, no, seriously, guys, let me know in the comments below. I'm really actually kind of curious what you guys have to say, because I really want to know.